With so many people choosing to walk from A to B for work, health, or other reasons, we thought it would be a great idea to find out how you can be safe and be seen on foot. Philip Blake, road safety officer here in Jersey, took some time to tell us how you can stay safe on the roads with traffic on it.
One of the first things that I see a lot of now, people putting headphones in their ears when they're walking to work. Really, that's not a good idea. Clearly, they need to take those out, or at the very, very least just have one in, but you do need to be able to hear what's going around you, being aware. Also see a lot of people texting as they go across roads, chatting on their phone, and you can't really possibly have your full attention on the road if you're doing that. So I'm being a real killjoy, but no iPods, no phones, no texting is the first thing I'd suggest people do. Secondly, one of the things people aren't doing is they're rarely finding a safe place to cross the road. So we often see people maybe 10, 15 feet away from a pelican crossing, for instance, and just not using it, just walking in a pretty relaxed way across the road. So, if the facilities are there, to use them really. When you are using them, don't just assume cars are going to stop for you. They should do, obviously, but when the green man comes on or you're going to use a zebra crossing, please make sure that cars are actually coming to a stop before you step onto those crossings. And it's the usual thing. I know adults will be very aware of this, but please make sure you stop before you cross the road. Make sure you look carefully all around you. Make sure you're listening. And again, walking straight across the road rather than a diagonal, and keeping a good eye and ear out whilst you're crossing the road to the other side. If you cross at a diagonal, it means you've got to stay in the road longer than you need to, really. And of course, whenever there's a pavement, to use it. Again, quite often see where there's a group of people, perhaps somebody's in the road walking, so please, where there's a pavement, to please use it. If you're out and about and maybe there's no pavements, you need to stand on the side facing the traffic, is the side you need to be on. But if you're coming up to a bend in the road, perhaps to the right where drivers wouldn't be able to see you, to cross over the road before then so that you're as visible as possible to people driving cars and lorries and riding bikes.
Arthur Lammy is the Blue Badge Guide, and as well as being unbelievably fit thanks to his job, he also knows a lot about off-road walking. It's about being safe if you go off the track, so what can you do to be prepared?
Walking sticks, rucksacks. Hi, going walking? Here's some tips to ensure your safety. 1. Make sure you've got the right clothing and footwear. 2. Remember to take your mobile phone, and remember to put your ICE number in it, your in case of emergency number. 3. Tell someone where you're going and what time you think you'll be back. 4. If you're going on the cliffs, remember to stick to the paths. If you've got children and dogs with you, make sure they're under control. And finally, if you think it'll be dark, remember to take a torch and maybe some reflective clothing with you. If you do get lost, the first rule, don't panic. Sit down, have a bite to eat if you've brought some food, and calmly think about how you've got to where you are. And then take some action. So wherever you're walking, Jersey, Guernsey, or the other Channel Islands, or anywhere else, take those tips with you and you'll have a great time.
So whether you walk on the road or like to take the scenic route, remember to be safe and be seen with Channel 103 and IFM Group. Professionals you can trust.